I'm gonna grab a nice cream shade, go ahead and press that pretty heavily onto my brow bone. And then I'll just kind of feather it over this way and then feather it over this way. Then we're gonna grab our next transition shade. That's gonna go right underneath. Just tap that on. Always better to build. So I think I got enough depth. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and a whisper of that orange. And I notice I'm tapping most of it on my lid because I'm about to cover that up and I didn't want too much pigment. But then I'm gonna start doing some nice little circular motions and just add all of that nice warmth across this exposed part. Not worrying about too much about the crease, just this top part. So the last time I did this, I used a shadow stick, but today I'm gonna use a black base. And this is something that is not going to dry down at all until we set it. And this is actually my absolute favorite way to do a smoky eye. I just feel like it gets the most depth. And also, I don't have to worry about it drying down until I want to set it, and then I'm able to get the best smudge ever. And I'm using a C31 to smooth this base out. I feel like it just gets it so nice and even. And I think I'm going to kind of angle this whole eye out this way a little bit more. See how it's lower here, and then I'm gonna bring it up here because I'm not gonna do a wing. I want the shadow to kind of be the lift today. Since I took it up so high, I'm gonna have to smudge the edges with that dark shade just a little bit. I did switch to a smaller brush, that way we don't bring that up too high to our brow bone. But you can see we're already getting our nice blend back. Okay, now we're picking up black eyeshadow and we're just gonna pack that on the base. It's gonna be extra, extra black. And I know we're not gonna have creasing because we're using the side of the brush and really pressing that in. Whee! I'm gonna do a black waterline. And I do wanna give you a tip. If you ever find that your liner transfers, say we wanted to just put it under here and it just keeps transferring or even starts to transfer underneath here, do you notice how I just did that in 1.5 swipes? The fewer swipes you can do, the longer and the better your liner is going to wear. Because when we pick a liner that we have to kind of keep going in here and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, what can tend to happen is that the moisture in our eyes starts to mix with the pencil, whatever pencil you have, and that can change the formula. And that is when we start to see it wear where we don't want it to. E29 in my cellar water. We're gonna do our pre-melt. I don't wanna do a super harsh edge. So I'm just gonna tap with a little bit of that micellar water, very small amounts. I'm gonna wipe off my brush on Sheila and just tap a little bit more. I pretty much have it where I want it. So that looks pretty good. I can't believe we didn't have a bunch of fallout. Now, usually I'll do a big floofer, but I want the sparkle to really shine here, pun intended. Sorry. So I'm doing Lilly Lash's Self-Adhesive. This is a half lash and the style is Wild Child. So this is actually one of my favorite smoky eye tips. Whenever I want to melt edges, I don't use concealer. I use my Peachy Corrector and a fluffy brush. I'm using the E29. And it just starts to melt, correct, but not completely cover. It is truly a game changer. If you like smoky eyes. Start to fluff it away. Then I'm gonna wipe my brush off and then just tap a little bit more. I feel like it just adds warmth, but then also gives a really nice blend. And I feel like if you wanted to, you could even use a much peachier shade. This is just what I have. I'm still gonna use this underneath my eye as well, but I just love to do this with a smoky eye. It's one of my favorite things. Then I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush, I did wipe it off, and just melt the rest of the edges. So it kind of grabs it with warmth. Definitely gonna do some corrector underneath my eyes. I always do this when I do really heavy eye makeup. I feel like this is one of the reasons we skip heavier eye makeup, because it's really hard to trust that process and see all of the darkness that the black eyeshadow brings out. It makes redness even more red. It just makes everything look so chaotic. But we just have to trust that process and see this through to the end. This is my favorite foundation of this year going into next year. And I want to use this one. I love it so much. I love how it can it's definitely, glow serum's in the name, but it's not one of those just super wet, shiny foundations. And I also feel like you can kind of manipulate it to be more matte or more glowy depending on skin prep, how much powder. So I like how transformative the formula can be. I like the coverage. It's not wild full coverage. Everything about it. I will say it is scented just like really any fashion house is. But once it dries down, it doesn't have too heavy of a scent, but I know a lot of us are scent sensitive, so I like to be mindful of that. And this has been my favorite full coverage concealer of the year, the Double Wear. This is shade 2.5C. I'm gonna put this in the center, get a little extra coverage, and as you can see, brighten. But I don't have to worry about it turning gray or creating more shadows because we have that color corrector underneath, so it's gonna help balance that. Melty melty with our C32. I kind of just do a rough blend and then I come back. Another fun tip, remember that more bright orange? We're gonna take that on the tip of a puff, just a little whisper, and then I'm gonna start to press that. There, I want a lid. I'm pressing that kind of into the edge of that black, and I just feel like it sets it and smudges it so nicely. Let's do the Shades by Shan bronzer. I like this applicator a lot. I feel like it's gonna be pretty pigmented. I don't wanna get too wild. She's getting wild. I will. I love bronzer. C40.5. Oh yeah, that's a melty, melty good time. Not sure if I mentioned the shade. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's Shade Macchiato, which sounds delicious right now. And I think this shade of blush, this is the L'Oreal blush, Daring Rosewood. Yes, I love this type of kind of not too pink, but there's still a very nice glow to it. And I also love this really soft formula. Now it's time for our powder, and then I'm even gonna take a little extra on the tip of the puff. That way it really gets in here and sets. Yes, scrumptious. And then we're still gonna do our sparkle. Don't forget about our sparkle. I wanna do a beigey nude lip, so I'm gonna start with this Vive lip liner. This is the shade Bark. This was actually one of my faves for a while, I believe at the beginning of the year. And then I just realized it got misplaced and I found it and I got so excited. And if you want beigey nude, this Laura Mercier, this is the shade Nude Sateen. Beigey perfection. I also love this formula. Have y'all tried these? I saw these at Ulta, so I bought a couple. This is the shade Glow Job. And oh, that's an interesting applicator. See how it's kind of rubbery? That's cool. Ooh. It's sparklier than suspected. I'm not mad. I didn't even have to dip back in. I feel like that applicator picks up a nice amount. Okay, fun. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you have a very safe and very wonderful New Year's Eve. And I hope that your year is just peaceful and wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with me this year and through the years. I love you all with all of my heart. And you know what? I'll see you in the next year. Bye for now.